Hey, what's up guys, this is your friend Captain here was back with another smartphone review, and this time around we are taking a look at the Xiaomi Redmi 12 series. There are 4 smartphones in this series and we're going to talk about each and every aspect, and there is a lot going on this smartphone. So without any further ado, let's quickly get started with today's video. Let's start off with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12. Kind of say the smallest, or you can say the base guy of this series. This guy is rocking itself with a 6.67 inches of 120 Hz of AMOLED display, and it is having a 1200 nits of peak brightness. Let's talk about the operating system. Then you're going to get is the Android 12 with their very own custom UI on the top, MIUI 30. Talking about the processor, then you're going to get is a Snapdragon 4 Gen 1. It's a 6nm based 5G processor. It is having a GPU of Adreno 619. About the battery, then you're going to get is the 5000 mAh polyethylene battery, and inside the box with a 33-watt power adapter, which is a wireless charging, and you're going to get is a Type-C port for the charging. About the colors, then you're going to get is the 3 color options over here: black, white and blue. Talking about the storage and the RAM options over here, which is kind of a say really huge variety. You are going to get is a 4 128, 6 128, 8 128 and 8 256. So talking about the storage type, then it is having a UFS 2.2 storage type. Talking about the cameras, for the rear side, then you're going to get is a dual camera setup, which is a 48 megapixel plus 2 megapixel depth sensor, 2 megapixel f2.4 basically. And talking about the 48 megapixel, it's a wide sensor, and it aperture isn't confirmed yet, but it is around 1.6 or you can say 1.8. Talking about the video recording, 1080p 60 fps from the rear side. Now for the front side, then you're going to get is a 8 megapixel camera setup, and it's a wide sensor. f2.0 is the aperture, and it is a kind of a okay type of camera. About the another smartphone, Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro. This guy is rocking itself with a 6.67 inches of display, 120 Hz, and it's an OLED display. Talking about the brightness, it is having a 500 nits of typical brightness. The peak brightness isn't kind of confirmed. And talking about the upgrades, the processor has been upgraded with the Dimensity 1080 with a 6nm based processor it is, and it is a 5G. Talking about the GPU, it is a Mali J68. About the battery, then you're going to get a 5000 mAh polyethylene battery, and inside the box with a 67-watt of wired charging, and there is a Type-C port, and it's a Type-C 2.0 port. About the colors, there is one new color which is violet, which looks kind of a purplish type, and black, blue, white is there, and all looks nice. For the cameras, then you're going to get a triple camera setup, 15 megapixel plus 8 megapixel plus 2 megapixel. 2 megapixel, keeping that aside, it is a depth sensor f2.4 aperture. Talking about the 8 megapixel, it's a ultra wide sensor f1.9. 15 megapixel, it's a f1.9 wide sensor. Talking about the video recording, 4K 30 fps at 1080p 120 fps you can record it. The wide sensor of the rear side is having a OIS 2, which is nice. Talking about the camera for the front side, 16 megapixel wide sensor, 1080p 30 fps easily. About the Pro Plus guy, Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. This guy is having that same display, same processor, Dimensity 1080, 5000 mAh, but the power adapter, it's a 120 watt of power adapter. Type-C port is a Type-C 2.0. Talking about the big upgrade on this guy is our cameras. Triple camera setup is there with a 200 megapixel wide sensor, and it's having a OIS and it's a wide sensor f1.9 aperture, followed by 8 megapixel and a 2 megapixel sensors, which is kind of low. If they have given up with a two variable size such as a 50 or just like 200 plus 50, then it's gonna be nicer. 200 plus even 13 megapixel ultra wide sensor gonna be nicer, but 8 megapixel isn't you know, in compared with the 208, doesn't feel that much out of the box thing. Now let's talk about the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Explorer Edition. Now this guy is a kind of a say targeting those who need a smartphone on the go every time when they need one, and for a fast charging too. It is having a 210 watt of power adapter, and it is having a 43 mAh with a polyethylene battery. Even the color, which is a black color, roars a 210 watt on the back side of the phone, which is kind of really crazy. Yes, Explorer Edition of the Redmi Note 12 series. So now let's talk about this smartphones. The good point about this each and every smartphone is that each and every one of the smartphone is having a 3.5 mm headphone jack, which is kind of a say really nice thing, and Bluetooth 5.3 is there, which is again a really nice thing. Talking about the big thing which I kind of say could be more better is the cameras. The 8 megapixel and the 2 megapixel sensor aren't that much catching on the spec sheet because of that 200 megapixel, while on the 50 megapixel it's kind of okay due to the current market situation. People aren't consuming that 8 megapixel, so yeah, it's kind of like that. Talking about the 200 megapixel based smartphones, the Pro Plus and that Explorer Edition, both are kind of really nice. Especially, let's talk about the Explorer. We're gonna talk about the Pro Plus in a bit. The Explorer Edition is kind of a crazy in its own way. The 210 watt is really nice thing, but kind of say it isn't targeting a lot in a way. I told you that it's good for on the go purposes. If you need one, then it's gonna be charging in a few seconds, just like that. But as if I have to say so, the battery is a kind of the 4300 mAh, which is kind of a okay type, and might be have a lot of optimization for the 210 watt. And another thing, the MediaTek Dimensity 1080 is there, which is a 6 nanometer based processor, and due to which many people will also be thinking that 4300 mAh 6 nanometer based attack kind of say won't be lasting a complete day, so it's kind of a like that. But I don't know about the smartphone's experience because I hadn't tested yet. Talking about the Pro Plus guy, the Pro Plus guy kind of say if they upgraded the processor, I told you about the cameras. The cameras are okay type, the 8 megapixel and the 2 megapixel, but the processor is the same, that 1080p, which is on the three of the smartphones, which is kind of say if they upgrade it, gonna be nicer. So it's kind of like that. Talking about the base guy, the Redmi Note 12 might be under, basically it will be under 20,000 as per me, due to its size of the market. The 4 Gen 1 is under 20,000, and even under 15k you can buy this one, and for that reason I will go and take this smartphone if you wanted one, due to only one reason, the 4 Gen 1 and the 5000 mAh battery, and kind of okay type of camera due to a 48 megapixel. And might be that this smartphone under 14,000 also comes up in a lot of sales due to that 48 megapixel and the 2 megapixel sensor. In terms of the design, every smartphone, personally the Explorer looks nice, but every smartphone has got its own color, own tone of talking. So yeah, those are all the smartphones. The processor, if they are upgraded, gonna be nicer. The 4 Gen 1 and the 1080 has been used up. MediaTek Dimensity Snapdragon 4 Gen 1. Both are based on the 6 nanometer technology, and it's kind of a okay type of processors. 4 Gen 1 is a power efficiency, and it's okay and can go up to date, and it's kind of say the latest processor to kind of a just came out processor, 4 Gen 1 basically, and so it is so yeah, the smartphones are really good in terms of the design. The 200 megapixel might be a gimmicky for the marketing and stuff, so let's see how it does. And let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about the Redmi Note 12 series. This was Captain Diaz watching Chaos and Diaz. Like and subscribe. Gonna be appreciating our work and sharing to those who are thinking to buy the smartphone. Gonna be helpful to those. Pressing the bell icon, you can get yourself. Stay tuned to the channel for more amazing content like this. Like, share, subscribe. This was Captain Diaz. If you're watching Chaos and Diaz, I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. Peace out.